G'day, stupid UAVfutures, and today, well, we're going to be checking out this now. This is the Skyzone RC700D. This is the Diversity DVR recording screen. Oh, my chair's sinking. I need to get a new chair as well. Anyway, I'm super stoked to be looking at one of these things because it has been a long time coming that I've been searching to get a way to easily record some DVR. Because on my goggles, I don't have that sort of little, I've got the old Attitude V2s. My chair's really sinking down here. I've got the old Attitude V2s, so it's been such a pain trying to get some DVR. But I've got this, and this thing is absolutely fantastic. So we're going to chuck it on the bench and see what it can do and have a look at some of the recording. Alright, let's get started. Alright, so here's everything that comes in the box. Now we'll very quickly get these things out of the way. So we'll have a look. You get some rubber ducky antennas. So we'll talk about these parts and then we'll move on to the good stuff here. So you get some rubber ducky antennas there, completely useless. So I guess if you've got nothing, they're okay, but definitely don't recommend using those. You've got, this is actually a good cord right here. Now this can be plugged in either to the video, the AV out or the AV in. And you can use this to sort of hook up, either you could hook up an external receiver and feed the video into this thing. Or you can use it if you want to connect this straight to your goggles, you can use this as the receiver as well and get the AV out. So that is definitely a very handy little cord. Very happy to have that one. And then over here, there's two ways of powering this bad boy. So this is the external sort of barrel connector right here that you can plug in. What side does it plug in? Over here. So you can plug this in and then run this off another LiPo. But I'm not going to use this, and I'll show you why in a minute. And then, of course, we have our instructions, and I'll pretty much cover most of these things anyway, but it is very nice, especially for the channel selections, to have these on here. Anyway, let's get to the good stuff and have a look at the unit itself. Now, the first thing I want to talk about, actually, because I'm going to take it off, actually, for the rest of the review, but it has this nice little sun protector here, and it really protects it well from glare when you're outside, and you can just fold this up and pop it away, so you can slide it into your bag or something you're carrying pretty easily. But something I also like, you can also completely take it off very, very easily. So that is great. So now that that part's out of the way, we can continue. Alrighty, so here's the main unit just here, and I'm going to go over some of the features that I really, really like. And I wanted this one for a couple of reasons, and there's some things that make this really, really good. Number one, it has a really nice, clear, bright screen that is not too big, if you ask me, because that means it won't suck down too much battery. Another thing I really, really like about this is that it has diversity. So you can put on two different types of antennas on the top here. So I usually run a helical on one of them and an omnidirectional antenna on the other, and that allows you to have a really focused beam in the direction that you're flying, and also if you want to go, or if you want to have some penetration. And then on the other one, if you're just sort of buzzing around yourself but not too far away, you can use the omnidirectional. So I think diversity is a must when it comes to sort of getting the best signal or FPV feed. Number three, on the side here, it has a tiny little section. Let's see if I can get this a bit better in focus. It's got a tiny little section just here for your SD card, and this can hold up to a 32 gig SD card. I've only got an 8 gig, but so you can put your micro SD card in right here, and it is going to record the DVR straight from the flight footage of a DVR straight to your SD card. So it is a really, really simple solution for recording your flights. Alright, and one of the things I really like about that recording DVR, you can actually watch it back as well. And you can see just how bright the screen is. I've actually got a lot of light shining on this, and it is very, very bright. So if you go down, you can actually push play on some footage, and I'll show you what that looks like just here as well. So you can see here it is just here, getting a little bit of static around the building. That's probably normal, is what I was seeing in my goggles as well, but just recording your flight footage, and it's really handy to be able to play it back. So if you've ever lost a model, you can actually just watch your DVR back and see exactly where it's crashed, or see where the last footage of it was. Now, in terms of the menus, we just have a look just here. You've got a couple of different things. So you've got a way to set up what sort of recording, if you want to loop record or not. You've got your LCD brightness. I've got mine fully turned up, but I think there's a bunch of options. We'll have a look at just how low it can go. So if we put that down on level 1, let's have a look here. It's very loud. You can turn that beep off, I believe. There we go. So if you want to save some battery, you can put the brightness down. So you can see it is a really, really bright screen. What else have we? Battery type just here. Now, what this is for, it has like a low voltage sort of alarm, so it'll tell you if it is getting a low voltage. Your TV standard, that's just for PAL or NTSC. You can turn this beep off. I'm actually going to turn that beep off. That's better. And then you can just reset the defaults and change the date and time, language, if you want to format your card, and turn the timestamp on. So that's the options that you do have. Alright, let's go back out. One thing I really do like about this is how up here just in the side it actually tells you how many files that you've saved and also how much of your SD card is left, so I find that really handy. And down the bottom here I believe this is like a sort of a battery counter, so I don't know how well that is calibrated, but that will tell you just how much battery you have left. Now down the bottom here you've got, and I'll talk about this a bit more in detail as well, you've got your way of selecting your channels. Now this does not get race band, it just has the 32 channels, so that might be a bit of a game breaker for some people. As far as a reception goes, this doesn't blue screen or just completely cut out. It's the same as the goggles, it'll just get snowier and snowier as your image gets weaker and weaker. Turning it over, some of the interesting things I found just here. So it's SMA, and also what I do like, this part is very handy. So to have an actual on-off switch, so you don't have to constantly plug and unplug a battery. I find that really handy because it can be very annoying if some of your things only turn on when you plug the battery in. So I really like the on-off switch on this screen. And then if we open it up here, this is actually a little bit tricky sliding this. Here's the battery I've got using it. It says battery type's 2S, but this thing can run a 2 to 6S battery, but I don't know how you're going to fit a 6S inside here. And that's where this comes in handy as well. So you can also plug this in the outside if you want to run it from sort of an external ground station. So if you're going to run it off something like that, you've also got this little connector. Both of these sort of do the same thing. I'm pretty sure they're hooked up to the same part inside. Now I really like this not only for recording my DVR, and I'll get to some of that footage in a minute, but also for anyone who's walking through the park or who wants to check out what I'm doing. It's great for them to be able to watch this on the screen, because I've had some kids watching this, and it's really nice to sort of let them experience what I'm experiencing when I'm flying around as well. And something that might be worth noting, I might actually switch this out for my ground station and just run my AV out of this, so I'm probably not going to be taking my FR632 out very much anymore, because I've got this screen. It sort of takes the job of being that receiver with a screen. It's got diversity and it can record my DVR, so it sort of is doing everything that I want it to do. Alrighty, but now let's talk about some things I wish it could do a little bit better. Number one, and there's not too much, I'm really happy with this unit and I think it's fantastic, but there's a couple of things I would like to change. Number one, these channels, using the dip switches on it like this are fine. I don't mind doing that if it's on the quadcopter itself, because you don't change that too often. But on this thing, you're probably going to be, it'll be much better if we just had a button to auto scan. I think that is much better because these things can be a pain. And if you forget this little frequency chart down the bottom just here, I should actually probably tape this to the back or something. If you forget this, it is not going to be very easy to find. Like say you want to find a friend's channel, flicking these on and off trying to find your channel. So that part is a little bit annoying. I wish it was just a button you could hold down to scan. And the second thing I found, now this is a little bit peculiar, but look what happens when I do this. I actually need to turn this on for this actually. So you saw this turn on before. I'm putting my battery in. That's all turning on just fine. Whatever, loading up. I've turned the beep on, so there we go, no signal, so that if I plug my quad in, that would be ready to go. But look what happens when I do this. So I'm going to turn it off, and I'm going to just screw in. So this is how it would be screwed on to your ground station, just like that. So say that's screwed in. Turn it on, and nothing. It just freezes and then dies. So I'm gonna have to, nothing's happening. So we'll turn it off again. So with this in, you actually need to be careful, because when this is in a certain distance, you can't actually push these buttons anymore. It is pressing on something inside and you can't press these buttons down. So I think that's a bit of a design flaw. So in the bottom here, I'm not 100% sure what is going on inside this little part just here, but I know you need to be very careful when you're screwing the bottom in. But you can tell here, now that I'm screwing it out, taking it out, it's going to turn on just fine. So that is something to sort of take note of. Something is going on when you're screwing this inside just here that maybe they need to look at. But it doesn't concern me too much, because for me and what I wanted to do, it is working perfectly. But if there was another revision, that would definitely be something to look at. But overall, I'm super stoked to be using this thing. It's fulfilling a whole bunch of needs. It's got a great small compact size. It's got diversity. It's got a nice bright screen that's not too big. It's got some really easy to use menus. You can play back your DVR. It records your DVR beautifully, which we'll have a look at, and it takes a wide range of voltages. So definitely an awesome little sort of addition to what I'm going to be taking out in the field. And because it's so small, it actually fits in the front of my backpack that I did the other day as well. So there it is. There's my review of the Skyzone RC700D, and I gotta say, this thing is going to be coming everywhere with me, because I know it's going to be fantastic for getting DVR footage for you guys, but but also it's going to be a great screen for anybody who's coming along. It's got diversity, it's got so many features, so I really think that this is a fantastic screen, and its compact size means I can sort of take it anywhere. I do wish that it had a sort of an auto scan button. That would be handy, and I'm not 100% sure what's going on with the button or sort of the screw part at the bottom just here, but I can definitely live with those. So they're sort of minor nuisances that I can definitely deal with. Now I'm going to leave you with some shots of the DVR of this thing, and I sort of took some footage of it outside as well, so you can see what it looks like in the sun. Subscribe for more FPV related content, and as always, happy flying! Now, just to see how bright it is, here it is in the sun before the sun disappears, and this is without the shade cover, so you can see it is actually still very, very bright outside. Now, the DVR actually gets recorded in an MP4 format file, so that's fantastic for me because that works in my video editing software very, very easily. And this is actually my friend flying around. I just finished building the Orion 190, which I don't think you guys have seen yet, and something very exciting about this one, it's also got the red rotor lap timer, or red rotor OSD in here, and also the lap timer transponder in it as well. So I'll definitely have some videos coming up about those bad boys. I've been so impressed with the Orion 190 actually. That was sort of a passion project of mine, and I didn't think I was going to do a video on it, but it is flying amazingly and I absolutely love it. So I'm probably going to have to do some videos on that for you guys as well. Anyway, subscribe for more FPV related videos, and as always, happy flying! One of the things I'm probably most excited about is that this is really going to help the channel and help you guys, because there's been so many times in the past that I've wanted to show you guys DVR, and it has just been an absolute mission to get. So this thing is definitely going to make my life a lot easier. Plus, it's really cool if you do something cool in the field, you're like, hey, look at this, you can sort of rewind something and push play and show someone something really cool that you just did. Anyway, happy flying!